First things first, we gotta file these fucking nails. First things first, we gotta file these fucking nails. What's up, dude? It's cold? No, it's not cold over here. Thankfully, it's pretty fucking nice out. Well, I don't know. You might think it's cold. It's 53 right now. Got the sun shining though. It's kind of nice. Got the bathroom window open. My window's open. This window's open. Feels good. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, so like if you look at the, is it 77? Yeah, dude, it's already fucking, it's almost already hot over by you. But yeah, if you look at the Pro Tools setup, dude, it looks like there's a lot going on, and I guess there kind of is, but there's also most of those buttons and shit you see you're not using, so it looks a lot more complicated than it really is. but what I'll probably start by doing is just totally new track. I'll grab my fucking acoustic guitar and we'll start laying down some tracks. Just like real easy shit. And then we'll add to it or subtract from it or start something new and just whatever. We'll just have fun. My nails are so fucking raggedy, bro. Alright, be right back. Goddamn nubs. So dude, I tried playing acoustic with a fucking pick. It does not sound as good. Does not sound as good, unfortunately. But it's alright, whatever. Alright, I'm gonna turn this shit off. And yeah, we'll fucking start a new track. Let's start a new track. So, let me see what you can see. So let me bring up my OBS. Can you see my cursor? Alright, can't see the cursor. Let me see if I can change that. Alright, it says cursor captures on, so that's good. But can you see it on your end? Can you see my cursor? I'm not seeing it on my OBS. Oh, you can? Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing up on my screen. Alright, let me just bring this down here. Alright, cool. Let me grab, so I'm going to go up to the top left file. And I'm just going to close this one because we're not going to use this, so. Where's the close? Oh, close session. Save. Alright, then we'll start a new. So create new. I'm just going to label this Twitch Fun. Is that not showing up? Alright, Twitch Fun. File type BWF. Sample rate 44.1. 16-bit depth. And create. Alright, now we get this, which you have seen on the last. So right now it's only the click track. So we have to add more tracks. So how we do that is we're going to hold in Shift, Control, and then press N for new. And then you're going to see another screen pop up that says new tracks. And again, I don't know if you can see that on your screen, but new tracks, you're just going to select the first track as the master fader, and then that's it. And then there's a plus sign all the way to the right. You're going to hit that, and it's going to add another row of tracks. And this row, I'm just going to keep regular mono audio track. I'm going to put guitar 1, and I'm going to add another track. Guitar 2. I'm going to add guitar 3. And the reason even though we're not using 3 or 4 guitars, if I have a harmony idea and I don't want to get in the way of another guitar, it's good to just put them in there just to have them. I'm also going to add, not that we're going to add vocals, but you can add vocals. I'll just type Vox, Vox 1, Vox 2 if you want to do harmonies with vocals. And these are just regular audio tracks. And then I also like to add a miscellaneous track in case I want to do a take that's not on any of the guitar takes, or if I have an idea that I end up running into that I don't want to use, I'll stick in the miscellaneous. That way you can still pull it if you need it. And then I'm just going to go to create. Click. And you're going to see a bunch of tracks. So I got my master one. Well, let's start from the top. I have my click track. I have my master. And then I have my 4 guitars. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I have those 2 vocal tracks. And then I have the miscellaneous track. And that's it. So that's the basic setup. Super easy, nothing crazy. So let's see if we can fuck around and we'll come up with some chords for the first track. So I grab my acoustic. That's actually fine. Let me grab another chord. Son of a fuck. You know what? I'm gonna use the other chord. This one's. I'm not gonna be able to set the guitar down with this one because it doesn't have a right angle on it. Alright, cool. I don't think I have. So I have the direct inline on mic 1. So I have a 2 channel for those of you who are unfamiliar with the setup. There's 2 channels, and on the first channel is my direct in, and on the second channel I use my microphone, which you can't see, it's kind of off camera. So when I go to guitar 1, there's an input box here. When I open that, I want to make sure that your direct inline is going to be input 1. If it's not, you're not going to see anything, and when you go to play, you're not going to have any you're not going to have any sound. So make sure that input 1 is there. All right. So let me just tune this up real quick. Everything's sharp. All right. I'll say, okay, so when I come over to guitar 1, I'm going to press the record button. And once that record button is enabled, that's going to basically arm the track. So now when I play, I should technically be getting some indication over here to the right on the meter. Perfect. Now let's say I want to add a little bit of reverb, which I like to do, just a little bit to give it some depth. I'll click one of these insert boxes. I'm going to go to plugin. And then from plugin, I'm going to go to reverb. And reverb mono. And then, fuck, I don't know if you guys can see this box. Basically, it pops up a reverb box. And I can control what kind of reverb setting, hall, church, room, so on and so forth. I like to just go to small room, and then I'll bring the wet or dry percentage down to about 30. So there's really not much on it. It's just, again, just a little bit to give it some depth. Yeah, it's all right. Cool. Okay, now that I have the sound that I want, I got the reverb on there, I'm in input 1, I'm armed for the track, everything's cool. There's one other box that you can't see, and it is basically the same setup as this top right corner, where it has the play button, it has the stop button, it also has the record button. I have a separate box for that, where when I press the record button on that, not only is my armed track ready to go, now I'm ready to record. So if I press both of those record buttons, then we're ready to fucking rock. We're not ready to rock yet. We gotta set the click track. And we also got to come up with something. So let's come up with something maybe real basic. All right, what key we doing? Yeah, can't go wrong with E. All right, let's switch chords there. We got E. We got G. Where else should we go? A. We go to F. All right, maybe we should write this down. So we'll do E, we'll go to G, we'll go back to E, keep it somewhat simple. E minor, G major, do that twice. Okay, and we'll come down here for A minor. F. D minor. I'm hearing a chord. Where do we want to go? A. Not C. Alright, let's do that. Do the G up there. Okay, then the next section will go back to A minor. Chromatic modulation to G. No, we'll keep it stupid simple here. A minor, D minor, E major, and A minor. How about that? We modulated. Started with E minor, ended up in A minor. All right, let's play everything together. All right, that's what we're recording. So when I go up to my click track, I'm going to figure out what the tempo is. So I'm going to click that little plus sign where the tempo is, and I can add in the BPM through the key for the number pad, or I can literally press the T on my keyboard, and however fast I press it will give me my readout. So boom, 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 boom. All right, we'll keep it. I mean, you could round it out to 90 if you wanted to. Keep things easy. If in case you were to switch tempo in some part of the song, it might be more easy to subdivide. So I'm just gonna go with 90. Okay. You don't have to worry about any of the inputs here. As soon as I press play, you're gonna hear it. You can bring the volume up or down. Just click the volume pad. You can make it real loud or real faint. I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit, so I feel like my strumming's probably gonna drown it out. All right, I'm gonna press stop. I'm gonna bring it all the way back to the beginning by pressing this left. It says return to 0. See if I can put my chords where I can fucking see them. I'm not gonna select a pre-roll up in the top right just yet. We'll get into that stuff later when we're punching in and out. And I'm going to press this, which is gonna arm my track. So we're armed over here in guitar 1, track 1. And then I also press the record over here. Now when I play, again, you're gonna see my line over where my cursor is. You're gonna see something going on over there. Okay, so, well, let's start recording. How about that? So since we're going direct in, we don't have to worry about ambient noise. I'm direct right in there. So a car going by or me coughing as I'm recording, it's not going to matter. We're direct in. Now when you do vocals and shit like that, you're also, the mic's going to pick up the room, so you have to be a little bit extra careful when you do things like that. But when you go direct in guitar or whatever, bass or keyboard, you don't have to worry about any of that shit. So we're gonna go direct in, and I'm just gonna press start. We're gonna do a count of 8 before I start playing the chords, and let's check it out. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I fucked up, and that's gonna happen a whole lot on this channel. So let's try it again. I have two options. I can just go all the way back and record over it, or I can right click it and go to clear, and that'll clear it. Let's try it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. And I just pressed the space bar to stop it. You can also use it to start it, but just make sure that when you do, you have your track engaged on both ends. You have your track engaged on the track, and your recording and engaged in the right hand corner. So when we take a look at the first track, you can see that, well, there's not a whole lot there. So we have to increase the decibel from the bottom left-hand corner of that. So where it's purple, I'm going to come up here, left click, and I can bring up the decibel. So you see that it expands that. I like to bring it right till I'm touching the edges of the upper and bottom. And let's take a listen, see how it sounds. Well, we got to bring it back. I'm also going to take the click track off, so I'm going to right click and go to bypass. Unless you want to listen to the click track, that's cool. And let's see how it sounds. All right, not bad. I mean, if I was, if I gave a huge fuck, I might re-record it. There's a couple of stale notes in there, but whatever. We'll leave them in there for now. Ugh. All right, so I'm going to disarm this track. Just going to click that red button to the left there. And we have our first track. And we have our chord progression. E, G, E, G. Next set of chords, A, F, A, F, and D, G. The last set of chords, we have A and D, E major and A minor. And that's it. That's our complete thought. That's our complete phrase. That'll be our intro. Now, let's listen a few times, and just to get the root movement, we're going to listen a few times. Maybe we can come up with something cool here. Yo, what's up, MG? Welcome on in, sir. Just doing some music. Doing some composing. Alright, so here's the root movement. I'm going to call it out as we go through it. Oops. Let's bring it back. Play through. So E, G, E, A, F, D, G, A, All right, let's do it again. I was terrible at calling him out. I'll do better next time. Here we go. All right, root movement, E and G's, E's and G's. E's and G's. A's and F's. D's and G's. A's and D's. E's and A's. All right. So if you guys haven't written this down on paper just yet, yeah, good to have you in, MG. Good to have you in. All right, let's listen again. I find that a lot of my music inspiration or composition, like I have to hear what it is that I want to do. It doesn't always start on the guitar. I have to hear like what kind of harmonic shit that I want to do, and that might be tough out of the gate, but it's kind of what we're doing here. I started out with a chord progression, and we're just listening to the root notes, and maybe you can hear some sort of melody embedded in there. So let's take another listen. Next group. Next group. All right, so we're gonna back it up and let's see if we can fuck around. We can come up with some sort of melody for just the first group of chords. So that's all we're gonna do. I'm gonna turn the click track on, but I'm gonna keep it low. Because if you're anything like me, it can drive you fucking crazy. Okay, so I just outlined the root notes. E, G, E, G. Now, we have a couple different things we can mess around with. The E minor chord is comprised of 3 different notes. In this case, it's just a triad, tri, 3. E's, G's, and B's. That's our E minor chord. E's, G's, and B's. G major, we have another triad. That triad is G's, B's, and D's. Which is kind of funny because if you stack everything together, our E's, G's, B's, and D's gives us a 7th chord. So E, G, B, D. So we can use any of those root thirds, fifths, and 7ths in these chords, and it's probably going to sound pretty cool. We don't need to get too crazy, and we don't always need to start on the root, but we should at least land when we're using different scales. We should at least land on the root 3rd or 5th to give it some sort of coherence, at least for now. So again, we'll go back. Let's see if we can come up with something. Let's see. Let's start on maybe B. Let's see how that sounds. So start on the B. It doesn't sound bad. Let's maybe try another note. We'll use the same rhythmic idea. Bom, dom, bom, beedo, dom. So that'll be our rhythmic motive, we'll call it. Let's start on the G. No. Let me come up with that line. Well, yeah, I guess we're gonna have F sharps in there for an E minor, right? Try it again. G. All right, let's bring it back. See if it works. Yeah, it sounds all right. It's not my favorite. Let's start on the root. So we'll go. Yeah, I guess that works. Let's see if we can get even more creative with it. So that'll be the third when we go to that G. Alright, so that F sharp now becomes F natural because we're in A minor. So that's going to be the difference here. And I'm using the same kind of rhythmic motive. Boom, ba-da-down, boom, be-do-day-dum. Nothing too spicy. Alright, let's bring it back. I'm going to use this top like ruler. I can start wherever I want. And it looks like, I think around here we make that change. Alright, cool. Alright, I'm gonna bring it all the way back. Bring it all back. Gonna bring that shit back to the beginning. So get some sort of coherent lines here. Going on. All right, so that F sharp, when I come back down, F natural. And I kind of do the same thing that I did, but an octave higher. So that'll be the, I mean, harmonic motive, but also the rhythmic motive. They kind of go hand in hand there. Let's try to put it together. can't end on G anymore. Forgot we go to D. So where can we go from there? Let's back it up. The Phrygian sound there. Alright, let's bring it back. A minor, let's see, A minor, and then we go to D. So with D's, F's, and A's. And then from there we go to E major. So, where are we? Now let's fuck around with it. So we can outline the E major chord. E's, G sharps, and B's. All right, let's bring it back a little bit. Sure. Yeah, we keep that G sharp in there. That's cool. 9th fret. Yeah, I like that. So when I'm going here, and then I outline the D minor chord. I guess we can go to the F. Don't like that. Alright, not bad. Let's see if we can lay everything down together. And this is where you're going to spend most of your time fucking recording it. So I'm going to come down here, guitar 2. I'm going to arm that. Also going to arm the recording button up here on the top right. And again, you can press spacebar, or you can use the little box that unfortunately you guys can't see. I'm also going to put a little bit of reverb on this, again, just to give it a little bit of depth. Oh my god. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can do. Space bar. Let's bring this volume up and see what it sounds like. Other than my guitar fucking buzzing for whatever reason. Hopefully it doesn't sound too terrible. Bring it back to the beginning and play. Hear me fucking talking shit in the background. Alright, I see what happened. If you do have your fucking mic, I guess if you do have your mic plugged in, make sure that you turn the turn it down, or else it'll pick it up. All right, let's turn that shit down. See if it makes a difference. All right, let's try that again. Gonna right click, clear, start from the beginning. All right, here we go. Let's try it again. Fucked up. Change the ending there. And the fuck? Oh, that's cool. All right. So something real neat happened where I forgot to check the input and put it to 1. And you'll probably do that a few times also. All right, let's try it again. Let me work this part out. All right, I like that. Alright, I fucked up in there for sure, but let's listen to it anyway. Make sure it's at least picking up what I'm putting down. Alright, not bad. Let's do it again though, because I fucked up. We're just going to record right over it. Alright, let's bring it up, have a fucking listen, see what we got. Ooh. Try it again. Yeah, not bad. All right, now let's trim this up a little bit. So I'm going to come up here to the top left. Right next to the grab tool, I'm going to go to the selector tool. Click. And I'm just going to select right up into the last little bit. I'm going to press delete. I'm going to do the same over here to get rid of any of that ambient noise. Delete. And that's where our track is going to start. I'm going to take the click track off, and let's see how it sounds, just bare bones. There we go. We got our 2 tracks. I don't know why my guitar's buzzing, but hopefully it stops that shit. And then I'm going to come up here. I'm going to left click, save, and it'll be saved. Now, if we want to take what we have and bounce it, left click, file, bounce mix. And this is just called Twitch Fun, so I can name it something else. Like, how about E minor to A minor, E minor, chord progression, intro. And then I'm going to bounce it. It's going to show up on my desktop. Good. And that's it. Now I have that little audio file. It's probably like, I don't know, 5 to 10 megabytes. It's not awfully huge, but I guess it's huge for just an intro. And then, like we were talking about, Matt, those are the things we're going to be passing back and forth. The other thing we'll be passing back and forth is the actual Pro Tools file. So when I send you that, you'll actually be able to open up your Pro Tools and you'll see exactly what I have on my, on my screen now. You'll see all the guitars, the vocals, the miscellaneous files. You'll see all that shit. And you'll also see the 2 tracks that I have here. And then if you want to add tracks on top of that, you just add them. That's it. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, it's not bad. It's really not bad. Again, it's a lot more scary. There's too many things going on, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You know, you see, there's like 8,000 fucking like things going on here, but we only really need to be conscious of a few of those things, and kind of just going through it, you'll figure out those few things that we need to, like making sure your inputs are right. If you want to add your plugins, and then making sure that your tracks are armed before you start recording. That's it. But I'm gonna put on some music. I'll be right back. I gotta use the little boy's room. fucking around with it, Matt, to really feel comfortable. All right, sweet. All right, I'm gonna close this. I'll save that, and then we can add to it next time. All right, I'm gonna open up a project, or yeah, recent project. Turn that shit off. All right, so here, so this is something a little bit different, Matt. What I did here was I took my Reaver track and I imported it. And when you import it, you just use the top left. You'll see import audio, and then once you click that, you'll see, I guess I'm saying, like, you should be able to find wherever that audio is, add files, and then it'll add it into here. And then you'll click done, and then it'll add it right up here. Now, one problem that I ran into is I didn't have QuickTime installed on my computer, so it wouldn't do it. So make sure that you have QuickTime added to be able to import previous tracks. Or you know, whatever. I guess any import you're gonna need QuickTime for. So anyway, it added that first Reaver track. I use Control Shift New to add guitars 1, 2, and 3. And the only thing left to do on this track is, you see I have guitars 1, 2, and 3. These audio files, if I right click, I have them muted. I can unmute them or mute them. So guitar 1 and guitar 2, these two that are showing up gray are muted. Guitars 2 and 3 you see down here are not muted. These are two different tracks but the same solo. So what happened is I did the solo in pieces. And when you do recording, sometimes that'll happen. Especially if they require several takes. So let me play this and you guys can hear. I'll show you the first part of the solo and then we'll go to the second part of the solo. I'm going to start right here. All right, so I'm gonna clean this up a little bit because the solo doesn't start until right there. Okay, let's try it again. So if you're wondering why it's starting me all the way back here, because I have a 4-count pre-roll, so I'm just gonna take the pre-roll off, and it'll start wherever I put the line. Pre-roll's not a bad idea, I guess. But pre-roll is going to make a lot of sense when you have to punch in and out. I mean, kind of like this. And that's where the second solo starts. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Okay, so here's the second, well, not second solo, I should say, the second part of the solo. So let's unmute this clip and we'll let these run into each other. All right, so that is fucking dirty as shit. So let's clean this up. Oops. Alright, so I fucked that up. Undo clear. Right up to about here. Okay, and if you're wondering why it sounds like complete dog shit, it's because I was a lazy son of a bitch and I did not want to plug in direct. And that's all the ambient noise in the room. So even though I have the soundproof tiles, it doesn't matter, man. Like the shit's gonna bleed into that microphone. So I'm going to re-record the solo going direct in. And you'll hear the difference. So let's go ahead and mute these clips. I'm gonna go up to guitar 1. No, I'm not. Let's fucking wait on that. And let's get the electric out. All right, but before I do that, I gotta grab something, so I'll be right back. Ugh. All right. So let me tune this thing up real quick. Yeah, so that's another thing. It's really making sure that before you start recording that all your shit's tuned up, because I have definitely made the mistake several times. I record and my guitar is kind of out of tune, and then when I go to record again, it's just fucking off. So get in there. Make sure all your shit's tuned. Man, everything's fucking sharp in here. All right, cool. All right, let's dip in here, and this will be our starting point. I'm going to arm this track. Now, Matt, the other plugin that I'm using here is, fuck, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. All right, let me open this and see if you can see that. All right, you cannot. I'm gonna have to figure something out where you can see these other windows, but clicking on this insert, 11 light, and that's gonna bring up, you know what, let me back that up. Click a free space for inserts, plugins. I'm gonna go to plugin, and then from plugin, there's harmonic. Harmonic, you're gonna go to 11 light, and then you're gonna have basically an amp, a digital amp that you can fuck around with. And that's my distortion plugin. And you'll also notice I have a reverb on this as well. And that's just to give it a little bit of depth. I don't want it to be swimming, but let me see if I can turn this up. So that's the 11 light. It's a little noisy. I know there are gates on these, but yeah, let's try that. Does that work? Yeah, put the gate on. I don't know how this is going to affect the solo, but... Alright, I'm going to duck out of here. And I'm going to click the pre-roll, which is going to give us a 4 count before it starts recording. I'm going to arm this record button over here, make sure that this track is on. And we're fucking ready to go. So... let me work through the solo a little bit first. The fuck out of here, Strap. All right. Yeah, we gonna need this. Fucking bent over. All right, we'll give it a shot. See what happens. We gotta bring this fucking volume down for sure. Well, let's try it again. Why the fuck are you starting there? Alright, let's try it again. All right, definitely not what I wanted it to be, but let's take a listen. Let's take a listen anyway. Something sounds fucky. All right, the beginning was fucking total dog shit. The ending wasn't bad. Let's try it again. Still a little fucky, be honest. Let's listen. I'm gonna bring this volume down a little bit. This thing is peaking hard as fuck. Alright, it's still a little fucky. Let me work out that bottom half here. Let's try it again. I already fucked it up. Cool. There we go. Wait. Try it again. Wait. I gotta work that part out. No. Still late. I'm gonna turn the pre-roll off because it's driving me fucking crazy. Oh, really? Is it fucking up? I'm not getting any drop frames over here. All right, that was pretty good, but my timing's still a little off. I'm having trouble with that one phrase. So where I come in the... and then jumping back on. That's the part I'm having some issues with. Let's see if we can nail it. Suck it on it. Back that up for sure. Not bad. Not bad. Let's listen. Okay, so that's not bad. It's not perfect by any stretch, but it's not a bad take. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep this. I'm just gonna mute it, and then I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna get rid of these fucking dog shit tracks down here, and I'm gonna keep the first. And I'm gonna re-record. And I'm gonna do the second. So this is just going to be another take, but I'm saving the first one because it's the best one yet. Let's see if we can do better. All right, so you'll see this is an instance where input 2 is selected and it's not supposed to be. Got to go back to 1. All right, let's try that again. Got the neighbor mowing the fucking lawn over here. What? I don't know why that's not. Oh, okay, they're bypassed. All right, let's fucking fix that. And let's try it again. Fucking troubleshooting. That's what a lot of this is. Try it again. Alright, there's a stale note in there, but let's see how the timing is at least. Alright, the timing's still fucky. This is the ironing out process, guys. Aren't you glad to be a part of it? Oh, didn't even lift off the fucking ground. Try it again. That might be the best take yet. Let's take a listen. Yeah, I would say that is definitely the best track so far. Let me just clean this shit up here. Take a listen. Alright, oops. Oops. Yeah, if you ever fuck up, just undo. All right, yeah, I'd say that's the best take. It's not perfect by any stretch, but I'm gonna save this because it's definitely not a bad take. It at least has my idea of the phrase that I want to be able to nail. I'm still a little off though, but we'll come back to it. It's not an easy idea or solo, so don't think you have to nail everything in one shot. or even the first day. I've been working on this solo for days and days and days, and I'm still ironing out kinks, so gotta be patient with that shit. So that's saved. I'm going to exit out of this. Save. Good. Done. And done. Cool. Guys, thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna fucking duck out for a while. I got some yard work and shit to do. All the fun stuff. And, not sure if I'm gonna be back on later, but probably at some point this weekend. Do some Castlevania stuff. And, yeah, man, I'll catch you guys later. So, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Talk to you later.